Yes, the 7 billion. This is 7 billion being shown. 7 billion being shown. Well, terrorists are not heroes, just killers. That's what they are. They're killers. They try to get people to join them, commit heinous acts for them. Because they can't do it themselves. They gotta have other people do it. These people that lead these groups are nothing but cowards. They hide behind the people that fight. They hide behind the people that fight. Just like Assad did. Just like also Assad does. Just like Saddam Hussein did. That's what they do. They hide behind the people that fight for them. And they're not heroes. Heroes are people who save lives. Heroes are people who save lives, not killed, butchered, slaughtered, beheaded, raped. This girl's running over there from Britain. There's nothing to look forward to but a life of hell and death. There's nothing to look forward to but a life of hell and death. That's all they're going to do. That's all they're going to have. Worship a God, you can worship a God without killing people. You can worship any religion without killing people, without slaughtering people, without butchering people. Simple fact of human life. That's the truth. That's the fact. That's the reality of human life. These terrorists are not heroes. They're just killers. They're just killers. That's all they are. They're just killers and reapers. That's all they are. There's nothing to being a killer. It doesn't make you big because you kill somebody or you chop somebody's head off. You can't defend himself. Makes you a killer. Makes you a murderer. Makes you an assassin. That's nothing to be a hero about. It's nothing to be a hero about. You know, they did this piece of snipers, or snipers aren't heroes. Snipers are the guys that protect people during war, during an invasion. Another sniper killed that guy. Makes him look better than anybody else, so they kill him. Makes him a killer. That's what terrorists are. That's what real terrorists are. Killers. They rape human life. They rape human ground. They blow things apart. Destroy, they mutilate, they terrorize everybody they can. Because they can do it. It doesn't make them heroes. It doesn't make them heroes for people to join or look up to. It makes them killers. It makes them death, feet. Death. Living, thriving death. For no other purpose in life but to kill and butcher and slaughter human life. And that's a hell of a life they have to live. That's a hell of a life they have to live. It's a sadness in life. But that's just the way it goes. It's the way it goes. Terrorists are not heroes. People try to make heroes out of them. They're not heroes. I don't care who created them. They should know better. People should know better than to start slaughter, butcher, kill. 200,000 Syrians have died, plus the ones that have war crimes against them. From Assad to Boko Haram to ISIL, ISIS. These aren't religious people. They're killers. This is not a jihad. This is a mathematical slaughter of people who can't fight for themselves. They're massing along the border, Iraq, gathering and training troops to invade Iraq, take back what is theirs, their country. Same thing's going to happen in Syria. They're going to train people there and arm them to take back their country because they want to live, they want to rebuild, they want life, they don't want death. And that's the truth of human life. That's the truth of human life. Terrorists are not heroes, just killers. The sadness of human life is the truth. Sadness of human life is the truth. They serve no purpose on this earth but to wipe out human life. They serve no purpose on this earth but to wipe out human life. And that's the sadness of human life. These leaders hide in the background and plead death to people all over the place. Rock somebody, stone somebody, hang somebody, cut somebody's head off. Doesn't make you a big deal. Doesn't make you a big terrorist. Makes you a little man. Makes you a little man. Because you do nothing but kill people unarmed. And that's why people are fighting against it. That's why people continue to fight against it. That's why the coalition, forces are going to eventually train troops to go into Syria too. Because they have to stop it. There are hundreds of thousands dying every year for nothing. For nothing. But Bashar Assad or ISIS or Al Qaeda or the Taliban, you don't even know which group is heading which group anymore. They're all a band of terrorists. Just as the terrorists committed war crimes, so did Bashar Assad. They were beating people, dragging them down the street. They did it in Egypt. They beat the women, dragging them down the street. In fact, it was so bad that the men had to stand in front of them and stop them from doing it. That's what I mean by terrorists. Terrorists are nothing to look up to. Terrorists are nothing to look up to. They're nothing to join. They're nothing to live with. They're nothing to live by. Because they're just the death of human life. All they are is the death of human life. You know what sadness is? They could have made a good group to fight against Bashar al-Assad. But they choose to kill and butcher and slaughter people with Bashar al-Assad. That's the sadness of human life. It really is. It really is a terror of human life. It's a terror of human life. It's a slaughter of human life. It's people like Abu Dhabi. They don't care about human life. You think he cares about human life? You think he really cares about human life? Carving out a life? It's not like it was 1800 where we're fighting to make land for people to live on. This is the 20th century, man, 21st century. They're slaughtering human life. They're not killing it, they're slaughtering it. They're slaughtering it. They're beheading it. They're burning it alive. That's not a hero. That's not a hero. It's nobody to be looked up to. It's nobody to be looked up to. All terrorists are killers. They're just killers. They're natural born killers. Like Bonnie and Clyde, Dillinger. Same way. Kill anything for human life for money. But they take U.S. money. They want U.S. money. It's amazing. Like Saddam Hussein said he hated the U.S., but what did he have? Carloads of U.S. dollars stacked up on boards, stacked up on scaffolds. Isn't it amazing how people hate a country but love their money? That's the amazing part. Terrorists are nothing but killers. Terrorists are nothing but people who want people to kill for them. That's all they are. That's all they are. They're nothing to be afraid of. They're nothing to be scared of. Unless you're in their country. Unless you're in their country. And you have a right to be scared, to fear for your life. You better believe you have a right to fear for your life. These terrorists are just killers. Heroes are those that stop the killing. Heroes are those that stop the killing. Those are the real heroes. Those are the real heroes of human life. Heroes are the ones that stop the killing. Firemen, policemen, soldiers. Those that give their life to protect a nation. Those that give their life to protect a nation. Protect a neighborhood. Protect the human life. These are heroes. Heroes of 9/11. People jumping on good firemen. Sick as hell today because they went in there after the people. Terrorists, they're nothing to worship. They're nothing to worship. They have nothing to do with Allah or Islam. Nothing at all to do with Allah or Islam or Prophet Muhammad. It's nothing to do with this slaughter. This senseless, needless slaughter of human life. They call it war. It's not a war, it's a slaughter. It's not a war. That's what President Obama don't understand. This is a slaughter. This is a slaughter. They're slaughtering people. They're kidnapping people and slaughtering them. That's not a war. That's a massacre. That's a massacre, man. It's not a war. They call it a holy war. It's not a holy war. It's a war of hell because of the slaughter of human lives. It's a chaotic slaughter, killing and butchering of human lives. And that doesn't take a lot to do. All you got to do is put a gun in somebody's hand. You get one, then you get two, then you get three, then you get four. Pretty soon you got hundreds, pretty soon you got thousands. Because they're hungry, they haven't eaten, and they kill and plunder for food, money, oil. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. You know, it's a sadness of human life that they didn't fight Bashar al-Assad. They could have been heroes. They could have been heroes instead of murderers. But they fight against people who just want to live. Christians, Yazidis, Kirakuk, Cabal, Mansour. The butchery of human life. Just the butchery of human life. They put people to death without a trial. Put people to death without a trial. Put people to death without hope. It's no worse than beheading a guy that doesn't want to believe in their religion. This is another thing that's wrong. It's another thing that's wrong. People have a right to believe as they want to believe. And it's that simple. You can't take human rights and human sympathies and human feelings away from people. You can't tell people how to live, where to live, and why to live. Because it doesn't work. This is the answer to what? This is the answer to that type of life. This is the answer to that type of life. Fighting and killing and killing and killing. It's been going on in these countries for years. And it's just a slaughter of human life. ISIS has become a giant. It's become a giant that needs to be smashed down. Needs to be smashed down. That's the shame of human life. That's the shame of human life. People would rather kill than talk. And you can't get through life. You can't deal with people unless you're willing to talk. Well, we'll talk about what now? They've slaughtered so many people. What are you going to talk about? All the butchery they did, all the war crimes they committed, all the war crimes Bashar al-Assad committed. I feel sorry for the Syrian people. I really do. The Syrians, the Iraqis, the Afghans, the Nigerians, they go through so much life of hell, death, suffering. It's not pitiful. You get very little food, very little money. You can't get oil, can't get gas. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And what does Russia want with the Ukraine? Well, for Christ's sake, what does anybody want to take another human life for? This isn't the 1800s where you put a notch in your gun because you gun somebody down facing you in the street. This is a systematic slaughter of human life, the systematic butchery and barbarism of human life. That's what it is. It's an execution of human life. No love, no care, no life, no school, no nothing, no food, no water, nothing to drink, just a bunch of bombed out buildings that have nothing left of them. People have to live in. People have to live in that horror. People have to live in that horror. It's just a terror of human life. Just a terror of human life. It's if anything else, ISIS is a cancer. They're a cancer. There's nobody. They're not worth following. They're not worth chasing after. They're not worth committing acts over. But now they've got to commit acts in the West. Where does it end? Where does it end? Where's all this going to end? And ISIS being smashed into the ground by the world of governments. That's all that's going to happen. Is ISIS is going to be pulverized by world governments. That's all that's going to happen. It's really a sadness of human life. It really is. Because all these people are going to die. And a bunch of innocent people are going to die when they're fighting to kill ISIS. They're fighting to kill ISIS. It's a sadness of human life. It really is. There is no other answer. There is no other answer. What's the world supposed to do? Stand by and let them kill? Now they want to attack the West. For what? For what? Because there's freedom and democracy, the rights of freedom here. You can't take that away from people. You can't take people's will away from them. You take people's will away from them, they're nothing but robots. They're nothing but robots. You can't tell people what to do, where to do, when to do, or how to do it. It's not your right. It's not your right. Like I said, it's nothing to do with the Islamic religion. That's just a crock of bullshit. That's just a crock of bullshit, man. They say this slaughter, this demonized killing is part of a holy war. Where? Where's the holy war? Where's the holy war? They're not cleansing nothing. They're killing innocent people. They're killing, slaughtering, and butchering innocent people. All terrorists is good for is death. That's all they're good for, death. That's all they're ever going to be good for is death. Because that's what they bring. Wherever they go, they bring death, rape, mayhem. And they assassinate people. They do nothing but assassinate people. No trials, no lawyers, no nothing. They assassinate them. They assassinate them. This is what happens when you let the world get out of control. When you let a group get out of control. They did it with Hitler. Same thing. Now you've got wars over covering 3 nations. Afghan, Syria, and Iraq. Full of terrorists. Trying to carve a niche out so they can get to collect oil money. That's all this is about. All this is about is they're oil-rich nations. That's All this comes down to is who controls the buck. Who controls the buck? And the terrorists aren't ever going to control the bucks because they're not going to be around long enough to control the bucks. Sooner or later, they're going to get hit so hard that they can't take it anymore. You keep hitting them and they keep hitting them and they keep hitting them. Sooner or later, they're going to run out of places to hide. They're going to run from places to hide. We have satellites. We can spot them from the ground. So, we have laser guided missiles that'll hit exactly what we want them to hit. So there's the coalition. But that's the only way you're going to stop them. These people aren't heroes. These people are not heroes. These people are piranhas. They feed on human life. That's what they are. They're piranhas. They feed on human life. They take human life. They throw it away like it's nothing. They bury it in piles of mud in the ground, just like it was some kind of dead animal or something. Has to stop. Has to stop, man. Just has to stop. You can't go through life butchering and murdering everything you want to get away with it. And the coalition shows that. Jordanians shows that. Egyptians show that. They're all bombing them now. They're all bombing them now. These people are boxing themselves into a corner of the world where they're going to get squashed. Where they're going to get squashed like bugs. Because they can't fight the whole world. Can't fight the whole world. People have to have freedoms and rights and humanity and human life. People have to have a natural human life. They don't have it in Syria. They don't have it in Russia. Not Russia. They don't have it in Afghanistan. They don't have it in Iraq. It's scary, man. It's frightening to believe that your life depends on whether you live from day to day. I can't imagine the fear that these innocent victims in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria, and Nigeria must go through. Their kids being kidnapped, children being killed. I can't imagine what fear they must go through. It's really pitiful. It really is pitiful. I mourn the loss of all these children. I do this every day. Every single day I do this. It seems the terrorists are always committing some act of evil. Maybe they're devil worshippers or something. But it's nothing to do with Islam people. It's nothing to do with Muslim. Because that's just a crock. That's an excuse. We're holy warriors of what? Slaughtering innocent people? Some cleric? Some bar cleric who says he should declare war and slaughter innocent people? Somebody doesn't do what you want him to do, so you stone him to death? Or somebody's gay and you kill him? No. That's just senseless human slaughter. Because people are who they are and you can't change them. People are who they are and you can't change them. You can't change them. You can't change who people are. You just can't. In the view of human life, I wish somebody would come in here and talk to me. Because I'd like to exchange ideas. Are they going to keep bombing ISIS? I will not use the word Islam when I talk about ISIS. I will not use that word because there's nothing to do with that. They're just the victims. There's just as much victims as they are as the killers made them. They're victims. I understand that. Do people really understand that? These Muslim people in Syria, Iraq, Iran, they're victims. They're victims of human life. They are victims. Afghanistan, Nigeria, these people are victims, man. They're not the terrorist group. They're not the killers. They're not the vultures. They're not these vultures. These people are the victims of a horror show that they never wake up from. And that's a frightening part of life. Try and raise your children. Try and keep your family fed. Try and keep a job. Try and keep living. It's a fight. These people are victims. These people have been made victims for too long. For too long and too many years, these people have been made victims of society. It's about time that they got a slice of the pie. So it's okay, it's time for you to live a normal life. And hopefully this coalition will do that. Stop and give life to these people. Give life back to these people. Give them hope. Give them a sign of peace. A sign of quiet. A sign of silence. Instead of bombs going off everywhere. Rockets exploding everywhere. Same thing in Ukraine. Same thing in Ukraine. People suffer there too. People suffer there too. This is a war of attrition. These people understand this. These Muslim people do not agree with this way of slaughtering human life. These Muslim people in Iraq, Syria, and Iraq, Afghanistan, want a normal life. They want a normal way of life so they can live and worship their religion. They do not want terrorists bombing, killing, and beheading people for free and getting away with it. That's the truth of human life. That's the truth of human life that people accept. People understand it. That these people are victims too. These people are the victims. These people are the victims of the human life. These people are the victims of the human life made by the terrorists, ISIS, Taliban, Al Qaeda, or Dahbi. Take your pick. Boko Haram, Hamas. These people are made the victims of human life by these terrorists. And that's the truth of human life. People have to understand that there are millions and millions and millions of innocent people in all three of these countries that want a normal life, that want a normal way of life. But they just can't have it because of the terror and the killing and the slaughter, the butchering and the carving up of human life. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. I haven't read all the Quran, but I've read enough of it to know that Prophet Muhammad would not kill 17 people in France. He wouldn't have liked it. He wouldn't have okayed it, but he wouldn't have slaughtered 17 people. That's what they mean. Now they vow to attack the West. They just want a world war. They want boots on the ground. If they put boots on the ground in Syria and Iraq, then they're in real trouble. If the coalition puts boots on the ground in Syria and Iraq, we have to go back. We won't go back alone. Go back with the world with us this time. And then it'll be a difference. It'll be a big difference. 760,000 yell 750,000. And then you'll have a war that they can't win. So they should just quit, wrap up their little party, and get off their hoods and stop. Because they can't win. They're fighting a war. They can't win. They're fighting the world. And the poor Islam people are stuck in the middle of this terror. Are stuck in the middle of this rotten, stinking death of terror. And that's the human truth. As long as they continue to fight, wolf strikes in the West, in America, Paris, London, Canada, they're going to strike back. They're going to strike back as the French did. French carry us over there now. ISIS is a war you can't win. You cannot win. You can't win because the world stands against you. The world stands for the people of Israel, Syria, and Afghanistan, and Iraq. The world stands prepared to fight for them, to fight for their peace, for their will of life, for their way of life, for the truth of life, for the fact of life. Maybe we've gone on just a little too long. This is the truth of human life. And terrorists are nothing but killers. That's all here. Wish I could say different. Wish I could say they were saving lives. They were helping lives. They were healing lives. But they're not. They're slaughtering everything in sight. Bashar Assad is his own slaughter wall in Washington, D.C. There are 55 pictures hanging there of his butchery. Terrorists don't have a chance in life. Terrorists never had a chance in life. That's gonna be it. They just never had a chance. So far, people look up to these people because they can beat them. People look up to these people because they can beat them. The world should be fed anyway. We waste half the world's food. It's the most ridiculous, maniacal thing I've ever seen. But terrorists really aren't killers. They're not heroes. They're nothing to worship. They're nothing to worship. Nothing to join. Human life is human life, wherever you go. And they all have value. Syrian people, Afghani people, and Iraqi people all have a right to a life. all have a right to a life. They all have a right to a life. That's the simple fact of human truth. They don't get it. They don't get it. War just goes on and on and on. I'd like to tell ISIS one thing. I tell them, look, they're your own people. They're your own people. What are you doing? What God's earth and hell are you doing to your own people? You're slaughtering them. You're beheading them. You're killing them. You're killing people. You're killing your own people over what? Over what? Oil. Oil. The biggest power in the world, oil. That's sad, man. That a bunch of marauders can do so much damage to so many nations. Cause people to have to fight another war. It's sad. It really is sad. Really is sad. This is something in my story to lose. My hopes for the Syrian people, my hopes for the Iraqi people, my hopes for the Afghani people, that they make it, that we do stop it, that we do stop it and do get a normal life. That's my hopes. That's my hopes. So I believe it's good in everybody. But apparently the rest of the terrorists is all they want to do is kill. I believe there's good in all Iran and Syria. There's good in Iraq. There's good in Afghanistan. People just want to live. Let's hope it wins out. Let's hope it wins out. This is 7 Million New Thing Historical News Show. Thank you for listening.